A uniform rod PQ of length 3 metres and weight W is freely hinged at P to a point on a vertical wall. The rod is kept in a horizontal position by means of a string of length 5 metres attached to the wall at a point 4 metres above P. Find in terms of W the horizontal and vertical components of the reaction at the hinge and find the tension in terms of W in the string. Okay, so what we're going to have to do now is, first thing we're going to have to look at the forces on this. Okay, so to look at the forces on this, we need to draw out our force diagram. So our force diagram, if I draw my wall here, where is it? I draw my wall here. Okay, this is A, I'm going to call that A. The tension will be going up here. Okay, so tension is going in this direction. And if I want to divide that into its vertical and horizontal components, the tension, the vertical component is going to be this way. It's going to be T cos A, and then the horizontal component is T cos A, and the vertical component is going to be T sine of A. Now, we know that we have our triangle, it's 3, 4, 5, so that means that sine of A is equal to 4 over 5, and cosine of A is equal to 3 over 5. So that means that our vertical component here is actually 3 over 5t, and the horizontal component is 4 over, no, wrong way around, 3 over, every time, this one. So the vertical component is 4 over 5t, and the horizontal component is 3 over 5t. Now, if we're looking at what other forces we have on this, we also have the force W, which acts through the middle. So that's going to be halfway, and that's going to be 1.5 meters. And then we're going to have the forces around the point P, where it hinges. Now, we know nothing about these forces, so I'm just going to call them X and Y. I'm going to let that be Y, and I'm going to let that be X. Okay, so now we have those. So put in my W there. So what can I do now? Well, now what I can actually do is I can start creating my equations of my force equations. So I'm going to be looking at the vertical ones, the horizontal ones, so up equals down, left equals right, the usual. So I can say that Y plus 3 over 5t, that's going up, equals my downward force, which is W. Then I can also say that my next one, which is that X is equal to 3 over 5t. And again, I've got the number wrong there. That should be 4 over 5. Well done. I keep getting that wrong. Right, so 3 over 5t. And then the last thing I have to look at is the moments around the point P. So that means that's this point here. I'm looking at the moments around this point here. So what can I say? If I'm looking at my clockwise moments first, where is my clockwise moment? Well, that's W. And what's the distance of W from the point around which it is moving? It's times 1.5 meters. So I'm going to leave that at 2 over 3. Okay, 2 over 3. Then, what other ones do I have? That's the only clockwise one. The anti-clockwise moment then is my T sine A, which is 4 over 5t, and the distance from the point is 3. So I can say that's 3w over 2 is equal to 12t over 5. Now they're my three equations, and I can use my three equations to solve. So remember, what am I actually looking for? If I go back up and look at the question, I have my diagram, I have my three equations. What do I need? I need the horizontal. I need my horizontal and vertical components. So I'm looking at x and y, and then I want t. So I want to find out what is x and y and what is t. Okay. Well, I know what x is. So horizontal, I can put that in straight away. Horizontal is horizontal. X is equal to 3 over 5 t. I have to actually sort those out a little bit. How am I going to sort them out? Right, I'll have to use that equation 3. So if I look at equation 3, what I can say is if I multiply both by 10, then I get, so that's 15 W is equal to 24 T. So T is equal to 15 over 24 W. And 15 over 24 W is, so 15 divided by 24, 5 over 8. So that's going to be 5 over 8W is equal to T. So that's my tension. That was the first thing, or the second thing I was asked for, but that's it, done. Okay. Now I know what to put in for T. So if I look at equation 1 again, I can say that y is equal to y plus 4 over 5T, which is 5 over 8W, is equal to W. So that's y plus a half W is equal to W. So y is equal to a half W. And then I can look at equation 2, and I can say that x is equal to 3 over 5t, which is 5 over 8w. So x is equal to 3 over 8w. And these are the three things I was asked to find. Done.